night readers. Welcome to Tarot Nights. It is good to see everyone. It's good to have you all here. I hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing all right. And as always, like I said, I hope you guys are. So what's going on? Anything new since Monday? Yeah, nothing here either. But I hope you're all doing all right. And I hope things are going good to the best of their ability, right? To the best of their possibilities. I will say I am completely exhausted. I haven't slept much in probably 4 days, so things are a little crazy. Things are a little bit nuts, but it's good to see you all. So let's see. So hello, Sumbla and Rumesa, Lane Lazen, Linda and Cami, Yvonne, Divine Goddess, Lisa, Cyrene, Maggie, Fofina, Courtney, Maharapara, Sunny Joe, good to see you. Nicola, Eileen, Aqua, and Leo. Hey, good to have you all. Emmanuel. It is good to see everyone. Hello, Jenny. Also. Yeah. I'm doing all right. I know you guys are doing pretty much all the same, right? Not a whole lot's changed since the other day, since we were all here on Monday, but here we are anyhow. We're all back, right? So, Rumesa, you'd like to have a reading for the next 10 days. For the next 10 days, let's see what we come up with here. All right. Move that way a little. Cool. All right. So here's what I get for you. I think over the next 10 days, you're going to find that there's a lot of people who are willing to help you. A lot of people want you to do well over the next 10 days. And that's, and that's where your energy is moving. The energy for you is definitely moving in a direction of good things, happy things. I think it's all going to be about how well you prioritize those things, how flexible you are, and how well you can balance out things as they come to you, as they are heading in your direction. I think, there could absolutely be some seriously good times. I think you should feel happy and feel like a sense of well-being, right? There's a strong sense of well-being going on. And I think that's going to continue over the next 10 days for you. But always remember, right? You just have to continuously be alert for things. Make sure the things that are not going to be good for you are not allowed to creep in. They're not allowed to, get through. So this way it doesn't ruin the good things that are going on over those next 10 days. I think the next 10 days are, like I said, looking good. I think you should be feeling good. And I think things should go pretty okay for you. All right? I think things will go really well. All right. That is good. All right, so Sumbla, thank you. Rumesa, how are you? Rumesa, you're planning to travel, but you don't know if you'll go or not. Okay. So you'd like to travel, but you're not sure if you can or not, or if you want, or if you can or can't, or right. So let's see what we get for you. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, look at that. A bunch of cards wanted to really come out. So will you get a chance, or will you be traveling soon? I think, I don't think it's going to be soon. I mean, if you're planning on it, if you're planning on traveling and you're planning on for the future, and again, not right now future, but in a future, in the future, then yeah, then you may. But I don't see anything in the very near future happening. I think, again, you're in the planning stages, right? The Fool is the beginning of the trip where you plan things out. And that's exactly where you are. I don't think there's anything further than that right now. I think you feel happy about that. I feel like it's just enough for you right now to work on the planning stages. Not doing any more than that. I think anything more than that is going to really kind of weigh you down. I think it's really going to give you that whole idea of carrying a lot of baggage, right? Yeah, I know, baggage and travel, of course. It's like luggage, right? But yeah, I think that's the story. I think there's that whole idea of, baggage and carrying a weight with you if you do too much. So I don't know that it's going to be really soon. I see you're saying next week now. And next week, Knight of Pentacles says it's going to take a while. It takes a while to do things, and things go very slowly. But there is, you always have to, you just have to continue to be confident in the things that you're doing. And remember that things are, things can easily come about if you're willing to work on it hard enough. And if you really want it, right? Of course, if you really want something, you can get it. And I think that's kind of where things stand for you right now. So that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that makes sense. And that's what I see. So I hope that is helpful for you. Cool. All right, roommate. So thank you. All right, so let's see. I'm sorry. Lane, how's it going? Does Imad want you? Does Imad want you? Does Imad want you? All right, so I think, again, it's going to take if you and Imad want to have a relationship, or you want Imad to like you, I think it's going to take some hard work. I think it's going to take some real dedication to the whole, to the two of you possibly getting together. It's going to take some work. And again, like I said before, you have to always be alert. You always have to think about the things that are happening and going on around you, because, there's always something at play that kind of makes it so things don't work out for you for some strange reason, right? It always seems like things are just not working out exactly the way that you want them to, because of something comes in between you and whatever it is you're trying to do. So it's going to take it's going to take some hard work for you to get past that. If you can get past that, then I think, you'll find out that Imad does want to spend time with you and be with you and have a relationship with you. And you'll be happy about that. That'll make you feel good. I see where the two of you could absolutely be moving forward in a good direction, moving somewhere, right? Going somewhere together, heading out on some type of a, an escape, or a, traveling somewhere. But moving off into somewhere else, and moving in a good direction, moving to something that is going to help, it's going to make you feel good and make everybody happy, make you both happy, you and Imad. But I definitely think that, you'll see that Imad does want to be with you. But again, it takes work to get past this, right? It takes some work to get past all of this. These things that creep in together, you have to watch out for those. Definitely watch out for that. And I think as long as you do that, you'll find that Imad is definitely on the other side. All right? And that's what I get for you. Cool. Hey, Linda. How are you? How are you doing tonight? I saw you the other night here, Monday night, and I am sorry I didn't get to do your reading that night. But I'm glad you came back. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I will do your reading tonight. Oh, Yvonne, yeah, I know. Not sleeping. It's the pain. I know. It's the pain for you. Believe it or not, it's pain for me too, but it's not like yours. So, I would never try to compare the two. It's just not fun lately. I'll tell you, I'm exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. And the puppy, he likes to stay up till like 10 o'clock at night. So I got to stay up there. I got to make sure I stay up with him every night, make sure he's okay. And then he goes into his house, which is his crate, we're doing the crate training thing with him. And I think, he goes in there by himself, which is great. But he doesn't do it till like 10 o'clock at night. And by then I'm exhausted, really exhausted. All right, so Linda, a love reading. I think your love reading looks really, really good, right? There's a lot of great stuff here. You see all the yellow here, and you can see the sunshine here, the sun in this one. You can see, well, this is the sun, so you would definitely see the sun there. And then you have over here the lovers, which has also got sun and yellow and brightness, right? All that yellow and brightness all has to do with the sun. And the sun, number one, means happiness and joy and, feeling the warmth, being optimistic. So when it comes to love, right, your love life and stuff like that, and love, well, then I think, you have a lot to look forward to. I think it's a time for you to celebrate and have some fun. It's a good time for you to feel relaxed. Feel like you are able to be, much more relaxed, right? That easygoing, optimistic, um, new start feeling, right? That new beginnings feeling. Because again, the Fool, that's the beginning of the journey. That is the part that says it's a new beginning. This is it, the new beginning. And the Sun, of course, like I said, the Sun's all about happiness. So if you have a new beginning and you're celebrating, having fun and relaxing, and it feels good, well, then that's great. Save those moments, because those are the moments you're going to want to look back on in the future and say, okay, what did I do at those times that I felt so good and felt so happy about, and things were going so well? Because that's what's going to make you feel good. That's good. What's going to make you happy. Because if that all happens, then you see what happens here, right? How can you not get the lovers in a love reading? I don't know either. But if you really want to have love and the lover shows up, well, then I would be willing to say that it's already in the works at this point. Love is in the air for you. There's a connection coming, right? Somebody you can have trust in, somebody you feel connected to. Absolutely. So I think things are looking good for you, Linda. Definitely looking good. And this is a great ending to your reading. So, yeah, I think that's really nice. I think that's a good reading. All right. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. So, Yvonne, can you get a reading about, will you get a proper diagnosis on Wednesday when you go back to the hospital to see the neurologist? Do I see anything good in the cards? I always look for the good, right? I always look for the good in the cards. I don't like to give sad or bad news. I don't like to tell people things that I know are going to be hurtful or make them, just feel bad about things. But I also have to tell the truth, always. And you guys all know that, right? So I make that very clear all the time. And I always make it clear, that my readings are for entertainment only. And nobody should take the advice of me because of this, right? If you take my advice and it was actual advice that I gave, well, then that's advice. That's different. But not because don't act on things because of a card or cards that were interpreted or explained to you. That's definitely not what you want to base life on. So keep that in mind, because we're getting a lot of new people again. We're getting a lot of new people here again, and sometimes it's important to tell people that. Sometimes people need to know. All right, so for you, Yvonne, what do I see? Well, I start off with the Ace of Cups, which is technically all about healing. It's all about healing, right? No matter how much you fight, and no matter how much your body is fighting things, and how much conflict is going on inside of you, the Ace of Cups is still all about healing. And I think that's what you're going to have to, that's what you're going to find out more about on Wednesday when you go back to the neurologist. The neurologist is going to give you an idea that, he's going to tell you the truth, of course, right? We were just talking honesty is the best policy. Well, of course, the neurologist is going to tell you the truth too. And it's going to make you feel like he has a clearer understanding of what is happening with you. I think he's going to have a much better understanding of what's going on inside and what's going on with you personally. I think you have everything all planned out. I think you have it all organized. And again, you, as long as you're always keep that down to earth feeling, that whole idea of all being down to earth, I think that, you'll stay balanced. You'll stay even keeled with things. And I truly believe that, yeah, what you've given out over years and years, your generosity, your nurturing, all those types of things that you always have been giving, I think you'll get all of that back in return. And I think you've been getting that back, and I think you'll continue to get that back. So I truly believe that, yeah, you're going to find out things that are going to make you feel like the doctors have a more clear idea of what's going on for you. All right? That's what I get for you. They will have a clearer idea. But that Ace of Cups is all about healing. It's all about healing. So, Cammie, you would like a general reading. It's good to have you here. It's been good to have you back so many nights in a row. Thank you for being back. So we're getting some wicked rainstorms here over the next couple of hours, and probably most of the day tomorrow. So the puppy, you remember the puppy, right? You guys all remember my little puppy that we got 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago today, as a matter of fact. We got him, brought him home. And he went back to the vet the other day, and he has gained 10 pounds in the last 4 weeks. He's now 23 pounds. He's getting big. He's 15 weeks old today, and he's 23 pounds already. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you're welcome, Yvonne. I know the not knowing is the hard part. You could hear him. You could hear him barking. Yeah, he's barking at Kelly's other dog. Kelly had a dog. We both had dogs coming into it, right? I had the Beagle, and she had a Bichon, and her Bichon is 15, and my Beagle we just had pass away a few weeks ago, and the puppy and the Beagle. I mean, the puppy and the Bichon. He barks at the Bichon to get him to play with him, and the Bichon's like, hey, "Listen, I'm 15 years old. I'm just trying to relax, He doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it, so he barks at him. And hops up and down. He's hysterical. They're funny together. But anyhow, Cammie, I'm sorry. Your general read. I think it's time for you to do something for you. Have I told you this before? Maybe I have. I feel like I've said this to you before specifically. It's time for you to take care of you first. You first, right? Do something for yourself. Get your nails done. Get your hair done. Get whatever you want. Whatever you want done. Find some nice weather and go to the beach or go to wherever you go, or do something that's going to be fun for you. I think that would be great. Yes, I hear him barking again. Don't let the things that are going on around you kind of go against you or work against you, right? Because you're a realistic person. You know what's going on in your life. You know where you should be and what should be going on and how things are. You're very dependable and you're very determined. You're in control of yourself. And I think that if you do nice things for yourself, then you're going to feel happy and safe and loved and cared about and cared for. And, you'll have that sense of well-being. I think that whole idea will help you if when you reflect back on the things that you're doing and say to yourself, oh, what is it that really made me feel good? Oh, well, you know what? It was what I did for myself. Not what anybody else would do for me, but what I'm doing for myself. I think that's what's going to work best for you right now. Do things for you and not worry about everybody else, because you're the most important. You are most important, Cami. All right. Hello, Victoria Pena. How are you? New subscriber. Awesome. How do my tarot payments work? Well, they're donations, and the information is all across the bottom of the screen, right down here. You can see it scrolls across the bottom, tells you how you can donate 3 different ways through the website or through PayPal or through CashApp. So any of those ways works. If you donate, you get a guaranteed reading. Matter of fact, you'll be guaranteed next for the next reading, because donations take priority and donations go first. So keep that in mind. Okay, so if you decide to, thank you for asking. There is no set amount. There is no amount because it is a donation. So you just donate what you would like. I always say, just donate what you feel like my reading time is worth. And then post up your question, and I would do your question right away. And I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right, so Divine Goddess, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to have you here. What's coming toward you? What's coming in your direction? All right, so I think you are feeling like you've been trying to take things slowly. You've been trying to move in a moderate way, right? Doing things in moderation where you take them slowly. You've been trying to have some patience and stuff, and you want things to start moving a little quicker. You want your life to start going a little faster in the direction that that's in a good direction for you. That's what you want. I think that's what you want. That's what I'm saying. So I think what's coming toward you is a time for you to, first off, think about what's really been good recently for you. Think about the things that have gone really well for you, or the things that have worked, right? The Hermit's about sacrifice and soul searching and stuff like that. And that's what I think that's what you're moving towards, because once you can do that, once you can figure out exactly where you are, then you'll be able to start planting the seeds for new things to start in your life, for new things to come in your direction. I think there's opportunities that are coming your way for sure. You have a lot of potential, right? You have that, and there's this whole idea of new potential coming, right? With the Fool. Again, that's the beginning of a journey. That's the beginning of a step in life. And sure enough, right, you've got that whole idea of having that new potential, having a new adventure in your life. And I think that's where what's really coming for you is a time to have some new fun and new adventures and be optimistic about it. Yeah, be really, really optimistic. And that's what I get for you. All right, Divine Goddess. Thank you. It's good to see you again. Hey, Lisa, how are you? You would like a reading, please? Absolutely. All right, so let's see. What is going on? What is going on? All right. So I think things are going well for you. I think things are looking in a good direction. I think you and your partner are really, I think things are wonderful at home. I think the home front is really good. And I'd be willing to say, right, that you've really been thinking about it and thinking about what can you do and what's going to happen when the new baby comes, right? That's been something that's been crossing your mind a lot. And well, of course it should and it will. No, that's no surprise at all. But I think that, sometimes maybe this is a little taxing to you. Maybe it feels like it's a little too much. It's a little, just a little too anxious. Makes you a little too anxious. Makes you feel a little, oh gosh. Maybe it makes your mind race a little bit. I think so. I definitely think you have that feeling, but I think it's okay. I think you are, again, feeling like things are happy, though. You're in a good emotional place right now. You are, you look within yourself to find the truth and the answers to the things that you want to know. And I really think that that's important, right? You keep your good relationships really nice and close, and that's the way that things are going to get better for you, right? You keep the good relationships close, and you also keep the relationships that are bad, or the things that are bad that could go bad in your life. You kind of keep them at a distance, right? You stay away from those things that are going to cause you stress, cause you issues. Well, then I truly think that you stay away from that stuff. So I think things are going good. I think, I think there's lots of good feelings all around you and with you. And that's what I get for you, Lisa. I hope that makes sense, because that is what I got. All right. Okay, so Cyrene, how are you? You'd like a general reading about work. Oh, the puppy just won't stop. I know you guys can hear him, I'm sure. I am quite sure you can hear him. No doubt. It's funny because, when we had the other two dogs, you never heard a peep out of any of them because they were always quiet. They were just quiet old guys that just kind of hung out and relaxed and not much energy being as old as they were. But now this guy's got tons and tons of energy. So, Cyrene, our general reading about work. All right, let's see what we get for you. All right, so is something going on at work that's upsetting to you, or making you feel upset, or making you feel like you were not in a good spot at work right now? Because that's what it seems like. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. I get the feeling like you think you're in some kind of trouble, or things aren't going your way, or they're just not good for you right now. And I think that, you could, I don't think that there's anything really wrong. I don't think things are not bad like you think they are. I think, you just are a little afraid of the way things are going, but I think things are going well despite the way you feel about them. You just feel like you're stuck in the middle of something, right in the middle of something that's going on and happening, and it just doesn't make you feel good about it, right? You have this feeling of things are not good, but I do think that you have, oh gosh, I think, I think you're ready to learn something new so that you can have a new job, right? You want to learn new things, and you want to learn new skills, and you want to learn about how to do different things so that you can move either to another job or to another position, or just move up move up where you are. And I think that's going to be important for you, for work especially. And it's time for you to assess where you've been, and instead of kind of beating yourself up over the whole idea, feel it's time to feel that relief of overcoming the hardships at work, or overcoming not having a job. If that's the case, if you don't have a job and you're looking for one, I think definitely you could feel that way. And I think that's what's going on. I think you will feel some relief about that. All right. So that's what I get for you, Cyrene. Thank you. All right. Victoria, I received your donation. Thank you so much. That was very nice of you. I appreciate your generosity. Is something spiritual bad or good trying to get your attention or watching you? Why are you being attacked spiritually? Huh. All right, so is something watching you? Is something trying to get your attention? Why do you feel like you're being attacked spiritually? I don't think you're being attacked spiritually. I don't think that's the case. I just think that you are looking for happiness in the wrong places. You're not the places that you're looking for happiness are not the places to look for. I get this idea that maybe, right, you are somebody who stays around for one thing or sticks to one thing for a long time or for a length of time, even when nobody else does, you stick it out, right? You stay and you're willing to be there for the long term and the long haul. And maybe that's not the best thing always, right? If everybody else is bailing out of something, well, then maybe you should bail with them. Maybe you should move in a different direction like they are. Because I just see where, you have connections with people and you have good connections, right? Good, trusting, strong connections. And yet you still get this feeling of, you're spiritually being attacked. Your spirit is being attacked. I think your spirit really is, integrated into your everyday life, of course. And, if you want to move forward and not feel this attack, not feel this, this feeling anymore, maybe you just have to slow things down in life. Slow down the way things are going, the way you do things, because if you do that, I think you'll feel better about things. I think you won't get that feeling of, being attacked. I don't see where you're doing anything bad. I don't see where you're doing anything bad or good. I don't think that there's anything really that has to do. I don't think it's your fault. I don't think the feeling of having your spirit attacked is your fault at all. I just think that this is something that started happening and it's going to stop happening just as quickly as it started. Right? Because there was that whole idea of, this just came on all of a sudden out of nowhere. And I think that it's going to just go away on its own out of nowhere. Same thing, right? Same idea. It's just going to come down to the whole same thing. It came in real fast. It's going to go away really fast. And as long as you just let it go, no resistance, and continue to be brave, you'll be perfectly fine. This will all work out for you in a good way. Okay? That's what I get for you, Victoria. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for donating. I do appreciate the generosity. All right, Maggie, how are you? It's good to see you. Hey, Fofina. A general reading about last week. All right, let's see. A general reading about last week. What happened last week that was incredible or wonderful or terrible? What was it? Was it wonderful or terrible? Let's see. Well, All right, so we've got almost the whole swords family, right? We got the king and the knight and the page. We're just missing the queen. Last week was a whirlwind, right? It was like a tornado came through, and you don't know what happened. It's like, oh my God, what happened? All this craziness, and boom, it just came and went so fast, and you just couldn't keep up with it. Just could not keep up. So now, right now, you're wondering, whoa, have I lost my confidence? Have I lost my self-worth? Do I not feel as, am I going to not feel as good as I used to? Well, you are. You're still going to feel okay, but things this week will be more structured. Not like last week. Last week, like I said, was crazy. Things this week will be more structured and disciplined, but last week, it was nuts. It was like, this whole, trying to do different things and trying to feel different things and trying to win people over in different ways, get their attention from different places. And I think that, as good as it may have seemed and all, it was just like, it was just this crazy time. So now it's time to relax. This week is a time to forget about all the craziness that happened last week and let things go. Let time kind of zip on by and take it, do its thing and take your time. Don't go so fast. Don't move so quickly. Just take some time to relax, right? Feel some relief from all the stress and all the craziness that's going on. And I think if you do that, the stuff that happened last week that went by so crazily it'll be okay. You'll get past it all and everything will work out all right for you. So that's what I get. That's what I get for you, Fofina. Thank you. So Maggie, who's coming in love in October towards you? Who's coming in love in October? All right, let's see what we get for you. Don't forget, we only got about 10 minutes left in the show. So if you want to guarantee your reading, donating is the way to go to get that done. As you saw, right? Donations guarantee readings, and they also get you pushed to the top of the list because they become priorities. So who's coming in love in October? I think October is going to be a tough month for love. I really do. I think it's going to be a difficult month for love. Unfortunately, right? Sorry, I don't mean to say it like that, but it is. It's very true. I think you are willing to welcome someone in, right? You're willing to welcome someone in. You've extended your hand to have, for someone to come to you, right? Have that feeling of someone coming to you, but they can only get so close. Because if you look, of course, right after that is the sword, and that's like, hey, you can get this close, but you don't dare get closer because I will cut your fingers off. Chop, right? Yeah, it's like those Ginsu knives. And sure enough, you will That's how it's going to be. You'll have someone who wants to get into your world and wants to be part of your world, but you're not going to let them all the way in yet. It's just not going to feel like it's right or the right time. It's not going to have that really great feeling yet. Because there's something else, right? There's that whole idea of something else going on. Maybe maybe it doesn't feel like they are being completely truthful or honest with you. Something, right? And you're going to have to kind of sort that out. You're going to have to figure out what do you feel is right and what's not right. What is, where's the balance in what they're telling you? What's the truth? Is there truth in there somewhere? Hopefully there is. Because if there is, then things can move on after that and into something more, right? It can turn into love and harmony and feeling blessed. It's all according to what type of seed you plant. What do you want the seed to grow? Who do you want it to grow with? I think you're going to have to take the month of October to really figure out where or who that person is, or if that person is really what they say they are. So I think the month of October is going to move slowly when it comes to love for you. Like I said, I think you'll let someone in a little bit, but they're going to want to be in much more than you're willing to allow at this point. All right. That's what I kept for you, Maggie. I know. I'm sorry. I was just looking at your icons there at the bottom, and the woman with her head on her hand, or hand on her head, like, oh my. All right, Courtney, what's going on? Will you meet your beloved? How will your meeting, with your beloved be when you meet him? How will the meeting go when you meet your beloved? All right, let's see what we get for you. Let's see what we get for you. I think it's going to go pretty good. I think it's going to be just what you want it to be, right? It's going to be a good start. It's going to be a good beginning to the two of you. I think you're going to have that feeling of, hey, you know what? Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to work out in a good way for us. We're going to be happy. We're going to find our place. We're going to find our purpose, and things are going to go good. I think this person, your beloved person, is going to be someone you can depend on, and they're going to be there for you when you need them to. Anytime, right? Anytime you need them to, they're going to be there. So I think, keep up the confidence. Even if you have to take the initiative to do things first, I think it's going to be okay. I think that's what's going to work out for you. So keep up your confidence, take the initiative when you have to, and, really think about what you're going to do before you do it. Make sure you always think about the things you're going to do before you do them. And I think things will go perfectly fine for you. All right. That's what I got. All right. Mahara Para. How are you? You'll participate in a competition in the last 3 days of the month. What will the results be? What will the results be? Let's see. So you're going to be in a competition. Sonny Joe, are you still around? Let me know. Ooh, we got some thunder. All right. All right, so you're going to be in a competition. What kind of competition is it? Maharapara. What kind? I think you're going to run away with the competition. I think you're going to do really well, right? I think you're going to. I think your whatever it is, your competition is going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. You're going to do a great job, and you're going to kind of steal people's hearts away. You're going to be that kind of person that really feels like, you may not feel like things are going as great as they do, but I really think that they're going to go much better than you would expect, right? When you feel kind of left out of the whole thing, I think you're going to realize, wait a second, there's going to be help available, and people are going to love you. They're going to love your whatever it is you're doing in this competition. They're going to love it. So don't be worried about it. Don't be so conflicted about it. I think, kind of, you've been kind of feeling that way, right? You're kind of conflicted about it. Is this going to be good? Is it not going to be good? Is it going to be, are people going to like it? Are they not going to like it? I think people are going to really love whatever it is that you're doing, and it's going to go well. All right? Cool. All right, so my next free reading here is going to be my last free reading. If you still do want to guarantee a reading tonight, then you'd have to donate. Donating is the only way to go from here on out. That will still guarantee you a reading tonight. Otherwise, this is my last free reading. All right, Nicola. That big clap of thunder really made the dog get quiet. You're welcome. You are very welcome. I'm glad I could make you happy. All right, so Nicola, what's going on? I think your past needs to stay in your past. I think you need to leave it there. I think you need to walk away from it, get away from it, and not look back. That can be scary, right? It feels like it could be scary. It feels like, oh my goodness, I don't have anyone I can depend on, but you do. You have people you can depend on. You have this new boyfriend, and I'm thinking you still do, because I have not heard anything different saying that you don't have your boyfriend anymore. And I think, again, he has really turned out to be just what you always wanted, right? Just what you want. Somebody who is that Prince Charming, calm, sensitive, romantic type of person. Yeah. Do you have things coming up that are scary? Yeah, of course you do. You don't want to feel like you're left out in the cold. You don't want to have that feeling of that you're in pain or in being insecure or anything like that. Remember, there's always help available. There's always somebody else with you. People want to help you, but I see where you could be absolutely moving forward with no problems. You can move forward in a good way if you are willing to open up your mind and let go of the past, right? Get out, stop living in the past, and take and find something to help you move forward. All right? And that's what I get for you. So, awesome. All right, folks. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I was glad to see you all. Don't forget, I'll be back again Monday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of Tarot Nights. I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Again, that's Monday evening at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I hope to see you guys all then. Until then, have a great weekend, and I will see you all Monday night. Bye now.